And what happened? When war started in heaven, Angel Michael fought with who? With Lucifer. And he kicked him out. He could not discern that there was death inside Lucifer. The same way today, people who are dying, going to hell, when they die, the demon that caused them to live in sin comes out. And the soul that never sinned, that never had the intention to sin, goes to hell. And the demon continues to enter somebody else. When Satan fell, he fell because of he was obedient to death. Are you seeing that? The same way today, demons enter people and causes them to develop a spirit of lust. And they commit sin against God. When they die, the demon comes out to look for another person. Their soul comes out and goes to hell. When Satan fell to the ground, death came out of him. And death has a twin brother. You are not ready for these things today. Twins did not start with men. Angels have twins. Death has a twin. And the twin brother of death is hell. They ride together the same horse as twins brothers, like Cain and Abel. Now when death finally find a way to exit the heavens, it came out and said, Satan, move around. I'm going to meet my brother. Death went to hell and said, brother, it is done. Congratulations to me, congratulations to you. Our plan has passed. Now we are going to reign. Now we are going to have our own nation. That's why people who are in hell, they are not tormented by the instruction of God. They are tormented by the instruction of hate. Hell is a person. And then Satan now was moving around. He started to cause people. He brought some chaza and he started to bring wickedness in the face of the earth. What happened? God intervened. He bound those angels. He bound Lucifer. Throw him inside hell. Hell pretended to still be the servant of God and accepted them. When they closed the door, they sat down, they said, don't worry, everything is under plan. You angels who are arrested now, don't worry, your part is still playing. You are going to become demons. We are going to teach you how to manipulate the thoughts of people while you are right there in hell. That's why demons don't exist. Demons are thoughts, wicked thoughts of the enemy. Read your Bible. I have read many times Revelation chapter 20. I've never found when the Bible says on judgment day people shall appear before the great throne of God. I've never heard what is going to happen with demons. It's only people who have done bad and people who have done good only. What about demons? Not mentioned. Death is mentioned. Hell is mentioned, that they're going to be thrown inside the lake of fire, because both of them, they are identical twin brothers working together against the Lord. And also their servant death is going to join them in the lake of fire. But death, nevertheless, even today, still serves God. Death was not created to operate by its own rights. That's why even today, Jesus is establishing his kingdom through death. It's correct. To show that Jesus is not wrestling against death. Death is the small boy. He can still command death. Go there. And it will go. But after it is done serving Jesus, it will go and serve itself. The same death I'm talking about is a servant of God, and Jesus is using it to establish his kingdom. When death is brought by men, it's evil. When it's brought by God, brings glory. You're not hearing this. Where's that April? My other spirit took it back. Oh, my watch this. God used the death to bring to pass this, what you are saying. When death is brought by men, it brings destruction, pain. When God sends death, he brings deliverance. Exodus 12 verse 23. This is Moses talking to the leaders of Israel. That take a lamb, slaughter it. The Lord will come to pass. At night who came? It's not the Lord, it's the angel of death. He came to slaughter the firstborns. Have you seen that? And after he returned in heaven. Have you seen that? Are we together? Are we together? Death can also use death. I mean, the Lord Jesus still uses death. Why am I saying this? Because people in the kingdom of God are baptized for the dead. If you are not baptized for death, you don't qualify to have the power of resurrection. I told you that you must speak in tongues before you listen to this teaching. Did you hear what I said? The Bible says, don't you know that any person who has received Christ died with him? Death is mentioned. But this time, since it is not brought by men, it was through a man that death came to destroy, kill. I want to show you John 10 verse 10. John 10 verse 10. Jesus says the thief comes to steal, kill, destroy. Whose authority is that? This is the authority that the devil is using, but it's not the authority of the devil. I want to show you whose authority is it. Revelation chapter 6. Let's go there. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6. Let me show you. Revelation chapter 6. I want to show you whose authority is the devil using. The devil does not have the authority of his. He's a servant. Revelation 6 verse 7. Listen to this. I will never be the same. I have touched your grace. My life shall change. Are you there? When the lamp broke open the fourth seal, remember, listen to me. The lamp broke the seal. I want to show the mystery. People don't get this. If I don't finish, I'll continue maybe during the prophetic night. God give us grace. If there's too much more what God is going to give us for the prophetic, then these mysteries are too many. We must preach at least a quarter of them before Jesus comes back, because we can't finish them. When the lamp broke open the fourth seal, who is the lamp? It's Christ. When he broke the fourth seal, I want you to see this. There was somebody who came representing that seal. And who is that? Listen. I heard the fourth living creature call out, "Come!" Verse 8. So I looked, behold, an ashy pale horse, black and blue, as if made so bruising, and its rider's name was Death and Hate. Wait a minute. His rider's name was Death and Hate. He didn't say death, comma, or hate. It's not or. It's death and a pale horse having a rider who's called Death. And he's not alone. Twin brother Hates. They are riding that horse. They appeared. Who are those people? They are standing against the revelation of Christ, the light of the glory of the gospel of Christ being revealed to the church. They are standing against it. They also say, we too, we are also saying, this revelation must be hidden. It must not manifest. They only manifested after the seal was broken. If the seal is not broken, no revelation, no manifest, no one can know who is behind that seal. Are you seeing that? Let us hear. We are not yet done. And in his hand, the rider had a pair of scales. A balance, verse 6. I heard what seems to be a voice from the midst of the four living creatures saying, a quarter of wheat and a denarius, a whole day's wages, and 3. Where am I? Verse 7. No. I went back. Sorry. And, okay, let me repeat verse 8. So I looked. Okay, just read, please.
Verse 8. So I looked, and behold, an azure pale horse, black and blue as if made so by bruising. And its rider's name was Death.
Was Death?
And Hades.
And Hades.
The realm of the death.
The realm of the death.
Followed him closely. And they were given authority and power over a fourth part of the earth to kill.
To do what? To kill.
With the sword and and with famine. And with plague. Pestilence. Disease. And with wild beasts of the earth.
Are you seeing this? This is the authority that the devil is using in John 10 verse 10. Jesus says the thief comes to kill, steal, and destroy. How does he steal, kill, destroy? He can use poverty, he can use sickness, he can use wild beasts. Because this is the authority of who? Of death. He's sharing it with you. With hell. Who gave them this authority? It's God. Go quiet. Are we following, people of God? With the same authority, God can come and take command death and say, go and serve. And when death serves for the sake of God, is the beginning of what I call transition. It takes death to bring forth transition. When a seed turns to a tree and a tree produces an apple, can you eat a tree? Talk to me. Can you eat a tree? It's not for you to eat. But how come something that is without taste can produce something that has taste? You're not even hearing my question. How come that something that is without taste can produce something that is sweet? It is through death and through the process we call transition. When transition comes, I didn't say transformation. There's a difference between transformation and transition. You may think they mean the same thing, they don't mean the same thing. Transformation is a process of change into the same form. You are still the same form, but you have changed. That's transformation. But transition is a process of change from one form into another. Have you seen the difference? That's why February is our month of transition. Are you following, people? It takes death through the process of transition for us to have something that we can eat. Something that you are not permitted to eat, that is not even tasty, it does not have taste, is able to produce only through death. Death can also be used to bring transition. When death is brought by God, transition begins. Exodus chapter 12 verse 23. God released this death, he said, go. And what happened as a result of that? We saw the Israelites at that moment being translated from servants to free people. Because God sent death. But when death is brought by men, it comes to destroy and finish and separate. Because it's men who brought it. Death came through one man, Eden, and so had access into the world. But when God is the one who brings death, when death comes, is the beginning of transition. That's why some of you here, your finances are going through death. Your marriage is going through death. Yet it's still surviving because death did not bring itself. It came by the authority of God. When death is sent by the authority of God, it loses its sting over your life. Why are people being baptized for the dead? It's a sign that there is a life that is called the resurrection. Transition brings what we call the new life. A crucified life that comes as the result of the power of resurrection that leads to the newness of life in Christ Jesus. Ooh. Are you hearing what I'm talking about here? Son of Brokos Keliakos. Are we moving together? Transition comes and begins when death comes. Even today, some of you, God has sent death to you, but you are still alive. But if you provoke death to come, you can't be alive. Romans 6 verse 23. And the wages of sin is death. The gift of God is righteousness through eternal life. Are you seeing that? But God can still send death. Watch this. For you to occupy that dimension, that level that you are supposed to occupy in the realm of the spirit, where you reveal and portray the fullness of God and Christ in you, it will take the process of death. You must die to the flesh. Death is the beginning of transition. You cannot be a spiritual being if you have not undergone death. But this is the death that is not brought by itself, is brought by God. That is why Paul comes and says we are not circumcised by human hands. If it is the circumcision of human hands, death can come and kill and destroy. But he says this is not the circumcision that is done by human hands. He says, but it's done by God. If it's done by God, he's going to do it through death. And the same death that when it comes, when men provokes, it kills them. When God sends them, it revives them and translates them to higher dimension. The more you die to the flesh, the greater level you occupy in Christ. Don't rush to cast away death. Our enemy is not the devil. The greatest enemy to be destroyed is death. So I can tell you, in Psalms 23, when David was saying he prepared the table in the midst of my enemy, he was not talking about people, he was talking about death and hate. How do I know? The previous verse. He says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall not fear. Why? He is with me. I'm going through death. Death is my enemy. But I don't fear. Instead, what happens? He prepares the table in the presence of death. That's why Paul comes and says, death is at work in me, so that I may bring forth life to you. But if death comes by itself, when it comes in me, it will take me away. But nevertheless, I don't fear. For me to live is Christ, to die is gain. So I no longer fear death. Whether death comes in a form of beginning to cause transition or to come to separate me, I don't fear it. I'm not teaching you this so that you honor death. I teach you so that you know that death cannot harm you. Remove the fear of death because of where you are in Christ. When you are in Christ, you will look at death and say, death, where is your sting? Why? Because death could not destroy you. Since it can't destroy, it brings a transition. What death can destroy starts a process of transition and reveals greatness. Why do you fear death? We are carrying an aroma of death to those who don't believe. Death is evil. Snakes are evil. Who said they are evil? We know who is evil. Our minds are not blinded, prevented from understanding. We know that the snake is not evil. We know that death is not evil. We know who is the evil one. So when you fast, you take your body to death. And since death, you came by the authority of God. It does not kill you. Instead, it works for you. It begins to separate and kill in you whatever is waging war against your soul. So I need death. I don't know about you. I don't fear death. I need it. Because I understand who I am in Christ. If I am to be productive, I must not fear death. Except a seed dies, it remains one. I can't produce sons. It is through me dying that I produce sons. The death I'm talking about is not for the sake of being buried. Death comes to cause you to be buried when you are the one who invited it. When it's God who brought it, it comes for the sake of unlocking dimensions, greater positions in God. I will never be the same. I have touched your grace. My life shall change. God still uses death today. Paul comes and says, how can we, when we have died to sin? Died? You can't die without death. You can't die except there is death. That's why there are many saints who are dying today, living this world. People who don't know cry for them because they think they lost their life. But they don't know that God sent it. God can send death to preserve souls of men. When he sees that the pressure of life and the way the things that are happening, you can't take them, and they are going to push you away from him, he says, death, go. Kill the flesh so that I can preserve the soul. I can still see people fearing death. Don't fear death. Understand who you are. Don't live with the fear of death. Oh, what if I die? Oh, don't kill me. Oh, I don't want to die. You have to die. One way or the other, you must die. To become greater or to depart, you must die. To come out of poverty to a life of wealth and riches, you must die. For you to be translated from a level of being single to a married woman, married man, you must die.
o tshwanela ke go kwa
There is something you must die to
go na le sengwe se e leng
so
gore
that
go
there is
tlo
something
go
you may live in.
gore go tlo go be le sengwe se e leng gore o phela ka go sona
A newness of life cannot come
bophelo boswa bo ka se ke batla
without death.
ntle le lefu
Death
lehu
begins a transition.
le thoma phetolelo
Man of God, what about those men who
Monna
did
Modimo,
not
o reng ka
die?
batho ba e leng gore ga ba kwa
Who said they didn't die?
ke ba rile ga ba kwa
What about Moses and Elijah? They
o reng
didn't
ka
die.
Moshe le Elia ga ba
I'm
kwa
asking you, who said they didn't
ke a go
die?
botsiša ka ba rile ga ba kwa
What's the use for God to kill somebody who has already chosen to kill himself?
go gola modimo gore a bolae mongwe le gore o šetša kgethile go ka kwa ena
How can God save Moses?
modimo a ka re bjang a re moše
You have to die.
o tshwanela ke go kwa
He was just accommodating some people so that they won't ask question, where is Moses? Where is
o be
Moses?
a no direla bangwe gore ba se ka batla ba botšiša dipotšišo tša gore moše o kae
Because if he didn't speak like that,
ka gore ga a sa bolela ka
they
seleo
will be still searching for Moses even
ba ba
today.
santse ba tla ba nyaka moše le mamtlhano
So you have to say, Moses, I
Hela
have to tell you
tshwanetse gore
something.
Moshe-
You must
tshwanetse
go and tell
gore
people that you are going to die.
o tshwanela ke
But no
gore
one
gore o
will
kwa
know your grave. But they
e
will
fela
know
ga
that
o
you
tla
are
tseba
dead.
gore lebitla la go le ko kae ba tla no tseba gore o tlhokofetse
God, how?
jwale modimo jwang
I'm gonna die. I'm just taking you. I'm just taking you. But for the sake of them not searching for you, we are gonna say you are dead.
awa ke no direla fela gore ba se ka tlhobanyakana le wena re tla no re hwile
Are you seeing that?
a re bona seo
Tell your neighbor, say you have to die
botsa magala
one way or the other.
ka tsela e nngwe le e nngwe ka tsela e nngwe go ba e
Die to the flesh, die to this world, and become great, or depart.
magale go ba tsamaya
For me to live,
go nna go phela
he says it is to your benefit.
a re ke go kgola le ena
But if I die,
e fela ge ke kwa
I don't lose,
a ke
I
latlhegelwe
gain.
ke a boelwa
So death,
pele lehu
where is your sting?
o kae motlo wa gago
I can't fear you.
nka se ka ga go tšhaba
I'm always expecting you,
ke dula ka motlha ke go letile
one way or the other.
ka tsela efe le efe
I will never be the same. I have touched your grace. My life must change. I will never be the same. I have touched your grace. My life shall change. My life shall change. My life shall change. My life shall change. My life shall change, my life shall change, my life shall change. I will never be the same. I have touched your grace, my life shall. Are you getting the teaching of today?
a re khumana thuto ya lekgono
Transition.
phetolelo
Death is the beginning of transition to believers
lehu ke
in Christ.
mathomo a phetolelo
What are you waiting for?
o emetšeng
Why is it that God killed the Israelites in the wilderness? Because they didn't want to die.
gore modimo a bolaele baiseraele kwa lešokeng ka gore ba sa nyako go kwa you're confusing us
If nabasanya go sona tshwanetse modimo ba sa tswa.
if
Don't
they
you
didn't
know?
want to die they were not
Listen to the
supposed
teaching
die.
of Jesus.
Theeletša thuto ya Jesu.
Whoever will want to save his life
o a tla nyaka go boloka bophelo ba gage
will lose it.
o tlo latlhegelwa ke bjona
Whoever is afraid of dying
o a tšhaba go
will
hwa
die.
o tlo no hwa
But whoever is ready to
e
die
fela wa ikemišeditše go hwa
loses his life
o
shall
latlhegelwa
have it
bophelo ba
back.
gage o tla bo humana
One way or the other,
ka tsela efe le efe
you must die.
o tshwanela ke go no hwa
How can this pastor preach to people that they have to die?
ra jwang a ra batho a re ba tshwanela ke
We
go hwa
preach life, we don't preach
re
death.
ra bophelo a re re lehu
Sit down, man of God.
dula fase monna modimo
Life cannot come when there is no death.
bophelo bo ka se ke ba tla mo le ra ona lehu
And the life we want is not the life of mortal men.
mme bophelo bo re bo nyaka ga se bophelo ba batho ba nama
It's the life that is brought by resurrection.
ke bophelo bo e le gore bo tlišwa ke tsogo
I want you to understand the power of
ke
resurrection.
nyaka o kwešiše maatla a
The
tsogo
power of resurrection
Maatla a
is the one
tsogo.
that seals
Ke wona
the
a
process of
tlišitseng
transition that
a
this one
tsamaiso ya
has
phetolelo.
moved from the level
Gore
of a
o
human
tsogile
being to a
bophelo
level
ba
of a
motho
God.
goba boemo ba go ba modimo
When the power of resurrection
Ge maatla a
comes,
tsogo a tla
it is into the newness of life.
ke go ya bophelong boswa
is not to the former level.
E se go boemo ba
That is why I
kgale.
don't say
Ke ka baka
transformation,
leo
I
a
say
ke re
transition.
go fetolwa, ke re
Transition.
fetolelo.
Are you seeing that?
A re bone seo.
Let us finish and close. Romans chapter 6. Let's take Romans 6 and Romans chapter 7 and read a long chapter. Yo.
Buka ya Baroma, kgaolo ya botshelela.
Romans 6, read verse 4. Romans 7, read verse 6.
Romans 6, verse 4. We were buried, therefore, with him by the baptism into death.
By the baptism into what? Into life. So in which baptism are you baptizing?
Pele o kolobetšwa, o kolobetšwe ke fe?
A baptism of life or of death?
Kolobetšo ya lekgoba ya
Utlwelle, of life or of death? But death, Mara. However, so death, Mara. I don't mean it, please. I don't want to die. You will die.
o tlo kwa.
In which baptism are you baptized with?
O kolobetšwa, kolobetšwe ke fe?
Life or death?
Bophelo goba
Are
lefu.
you afraid to say it? You are saying it
E
because
fela
you
ka
saw
gore
it in the
le
Bible.
bolela ka gore le
If
bone
I
ka
ask you before I open this
Ga le
scripture,
tshaba ko o botsisitše pele ke
somebody was going to reject it, not
o
me.
mongwe o batla ra o yona ga
I'm
se kabelo
baptizing
ya ka.
Jesus. Not, I don't know other
Nna ke
baptism.
kolobeditšwe ka go Jesu, a ke tsebe
There's
ka
no
eng ke
baptism
kolobetšwe.
that is called Jesus.
A gona kolobetšo e le gore e bitswa Jesu.
We knew a long time ago that you're a false prophet.
Bentše re tseba kgale kwa gore moprofeta wa maaka
We're not baptized into Jesus.
ga re kolobetšwa ka
We
go
are
Jesu.
baptized into death
Re kolobeletšwa
so
lekung
that we can marry Jesus.
gore tle re nyalane le Jesu.
Repeat that so that they can hear.
We were buried, therefore, with him by the baptism into death, so that just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glorious power of the Father, so we too might habitually live and behave in newness
In
of
what?
life. In
Did you see
newness
that?
of life.
A le bone seo?
The resurrection does not come to take
So
you back.
ga e tle
Ah.
le go bušetša morago.
I will sure also.
You don't die and we
Lazarus.
raise you just like Lazarus.
It's a waste of time.
A we ko senya nako eo.
Wasting anointing.
A we dio ba o lobiša tlolo.
Because he's still going to die again.
Ka gore o tla no kgwa gape.
What did it mean? If you are a great man of God, you must raise the dead.
Go le mogale wa Modimo o tshwanetse a tsoša baku.
I don't desire that.
A ke lakatse seo.
It's for only unbelievers.
Ke go
And you are not
direla
an
fela ba sa
unbeliever.
dumeleng. Mme wena ga o wa sa dumeleng.
Unless we are among unbelievers,
Ka
we
ntle le gore
will
re
try and
le
rise
magareng
the
ga ba sa
dead
dumeleng, re tla leka ra
to
thusa
encourage the
baku.
faith of
Go tlo
unbelievers.
rotloetsa
You are not an
tumelo ya ba sa
unbeliever.
dumeleng. Wena ga o wa sa dumeleng.
We don't desire you to
A re
raise the
lakatse gore
dead.
wena
We don't raise the dead.
a re tsoše baku.
We don't raise them.
A wa re ba tsoše.
We bring new life.
Re go
We cause a
tliša bophelo.
transition.
Re phetolelo.
When a transition comes,
Re
when
phetolelo e
resurrection,
tla.
I swear
Re
now
tsošeletšo. It's not you who are rising.